อ When I look in your eyes, the sky shines to you. Even when you cry, I can't find someone for me to try. Like a feeling handful.